Jamie Maindonald could be an outside chance in this one. Here we go. We'll find out very, very shortly. Good clean start for the Suzukis, and it will be the 34 of Metten leading them through. 8 looks like Scotty Moore will slot into second place as they work their way through turn number 1. Without too much drama at all, but it will be the 34 of Auckland's Daniel Metten leading as they come out over the top of the Westpac turn down into the Suzuki S's. In fact, it's a change as Scott Moyer's gone into the front now. Looks like Mitch Rees might have moved up too as well in that little reshuffle. Jaden Carrot there too on the 55. Then we go back to Maindonald. Sean Donnelly putting up a pretty good performance of himself. That Kawasaki's never lacked any horsepower. Just lacks maybe some of the sophisticated suspension and electronics that the new modern superbikes have. Here we go, Suzuki's 1 and 2 at the front of the field. Down the Honda straight they come. Through the Paeroa Farm Services kink, it is number 8, Taupo's favourite son, that is Scott Moyer. 34 Metten in second place. Then we go back to Jay Lawrence on the Carl Cox Motorsport, the red Suzuki. Carl Cox doing great services for New Zealand motorcycling, and Jay Lawrence doing good things on the number 37, currently sitting in third place. In behind him, it would be Mitch Rees, and then Jaden Carrick on the Kawasaki. Behind Carrick would be Dwayne Bishop on the 211, and that is the Aprilia RSB4 Double R1000. And behind Dwayne, it'll be Jamie Maindonald, Brendan Code, and then Sean Donnelly. Jeff Rogerson is in there as well. Leaders at the top end of the circuit once more. Doesn't take them long. In fact, they're in the 48s already. 48.7 for Scotty Moyer, and he's starting to pull away here from Daniel Metten. You know, these guys are racing, and they're racing hard. There's no doubt about that. But what's tempered that is the fact that for most of them, certainly at the sharp end of this field, they've got to compete in the final 2 rounds of the New Zealand Superbike Road Racing Championship. And in the form of Daniel Metten, currently sitting in second place, well, he's got to stay in one piece because he's off to the Northern Hemisphere to begin yet another international sojourn racing motorcycle. So there's plenty of reasons why they're not giving it 100%, or they'll tell you they're not giving it 100%. But I think when the battles get close, they definitely are. It's not close at the moment, though, as the race leader comes down the front straight once more. Scott Moyer, ex-motocrosser, ex-supermoto racer, ex-600cc racer, ex-Formula 3 racer. And now in the Superbikes, he's the current Suzuki Series champion. Hasn't had the happiest of times in the New Zealand Superbike Road Racing Championships in the South Island Swing so far. Looking to put that to rights at Hampton Downs, and then it's his home track in Taupo in the coming weeks. He's in command of this one. Jay Lawrence getting a little bit closer here to Daniel Metten as they work through the left-right combination, the double 90-degree turn that is the Suzuki S's. Out onto the back straight they go once again. As I mentioned before, great place to watch from when they really do get up and grab a whole lot of air as they head up over the 2 crossroads, the intersections, providing some thrills and spills. 8, Moyer starting to get away from the rest of the field. He's into the 44s, can you believe it? So the pace has ramped up. 44.506 for Scott Moyer, 45.620 for Daniel Metten, sitting in second place. Jaden Carrick looking to move up a spot too as he works down the inside as they head down into the Ash Caddy turn number 1. So he's on the move as well. Jay Lawrence absolutely glued to the back of Daniel Metten as they work their way through the Suzuki S's and out onto the back straight once more. Carrick looking to move up the inside of Jamie Maindonald and maybe getting the job done as they work their way onto the back straight, out of our sight for a little wee while. Meantime, the race leader flashes down past the shop windows at terminal velocity, and that's around about 280 clicks. Puts a lap on Duncan Rowe. There's Mitch Rees, Tony's eldest son, racing on the Rees motorcycles, Honda Riders Insurances, CBR 1000 Triple R, getting some help from Carl Cox Motorsport as well. There's Mitchie currently sitting in second place in the New Zealand Superbike Road Racing Championship and finishing second in the Suzuki Series just gone. So he's in red hot form, really his only second full season on the Superbike machine, ex-New Zealand Pro Motocross racer. Just come back from the Burt Munro Motorcycling Festival down in Invercargill, where he won just about everything he started in, along with young brother Damon. Great to see Damo back on a bike after severely breaking his ankle in Australia last year, and had to sit out the Suzuki Series, has had to sit out the Road Race Championship. at this stage anyway. Jamie Maindonald doing a great job keeping Jaden Carrick honest. So Yamaha on Kawasaki for the minors. That is the battle at the moment for 5th and 6th place. Just heading into the Suzuki S's now. You've heard the Maindonald name in New Zealand motorcycling before. You might remember Chris Maindonald, motocross racer extraordinaire, past New Zealand 250 national champion, competed regularly on the European motocross circuit for years and years and years. And yes, Jamie is a relation. So Mitch Reeves now a bit of a distant fourth. Scott Moyer continues to lead it. Not quite as quick that time round, a 44.8. Still the only one in the 44s though is Moyer. George's dad will be watching this one with interest. Huge supporter of his boy and has been for a long, long time, right from the motocross days. George also an ex-motocrosser back in my day. He ran the Pro Moto shop in Taupo. Sean Donnelly flashes across the line. He's back in 9th place. And behind him it's Jeff Rogerson, then it's Jason Lamb. Then it's the race leaders back in view once again. This one 10 laps, so it's a little bit more than the 6 we've seen. Still pretty much a sprint for these guys. Unlike Wanganui though, they will get out of 2nd and 3rd gear, especially down the long straights, the back and the front straights here at the infamous Hackshaw circuit. And as I mentioned before, around about 275, 280 kilometres an hour with a good tailwind on the front straight. And bearing witness to that, we'll see him at the top of the circuit. Here he is now. This is Scott Moyer just turning on to the Honda front straight now. Last lap of 44.560. 1 lap to go for Scotty. Sean Donnelly being lapped here by the quick boys. Jay Lawrence getting a little bit closer here to Daniel Mettam, just using a lap rider and goes right round the outside of him, and if he can make the pass stick, it's a brilliant move from Jay Lawrence. We'll have a look as they come up over the Westpac corner. Will it be the Carl Cox Suzuki? It will be. So Sean Donnelly's going to play a part in this one. He tries to get out of the way, but it just impedes the progress a little bit there of Dan Mettam, and that has cost him 2nd place. There's no doubt about it. Brilliant passing move as they went into the Ashcaddy turn 1 there from Wellington's Jay Lawrence on the Carl Cox Motorsport Suzuki GSXR 1000. He's going to pick up 2nd place. Checkered flag waves already though for Taupo's favourite son, and that is Scotty Moyer. 2nd will go to number 37, the Carl Cox Motorsport Suzuki of Jay Lawrence, and in 3rd place it will be Dan Mettam. Next one across the line should be Mitch Reeves. There he is on the number 6 Honda. That's the Honda Riders Insurance, Tony Reeves Motorcycles, Pacific Toyota, Carl Cox Motorsport, Honda CBR 1000 SP1. And behind Mitchie it'll be Jamie Maindonald holding out Jaden Carrick all the way. Dwayne Bishop, number 211, will be the first of the European bikes across the line. That's the Aprilia. And behind him it will be number 35, and that is Brendan Code on yet another Aprilia. 9th place went to Sean Donnelly, in 10th it was Jeff Rogerson, in 11th Jason Lamb, 12th would have been Shane Wickie, and in 13th it will be Duncan Rowe. That's the way they finished. So Scott Moyer has thrown down the gauntlet. He says if you want to win the Battle of the Streets, you're going to have to beat the number 8 Suzuki. He said exactly the same thing in the Suzuki Series at Wanganui. Well, right through the Suzuki Series really. Got his series off to a fantastic start with an overall win in Taupo. Followed that up with another good performance at Manfield. A lot of people suspected that Scott might have been just the Taupo specialist. That's the home track, but he proved them all wrong with a